So I'm kind of leaving that there in hopes that it's gonna rain and kind of clean it off. It's a little muddy. I don't think there's any rain in the forecast, but you never know. We might get lucky enough where it rains nice and hard to clean this off, because I really don't feel like doing that myself. It's kind of a, I can't even get it. It's kind of a lot of mud, I'm not gonna lie. I think we have a whole field of mud sitting on this tractor. So this tractor right here with the duals is one of our original tractors. We've done pretty much everything with this. It's been the bottom of lakes, it's been through mud 1,000 times. It's even been run over by our front end loader. Yeah, that's probably why it got a little bent and all sorts of other things. But it officially does not run anymore, and I'm gonna show you why. Because, you know, when these tractors first start, they are what, 12 volt, I believe. We have now upped it to 20, which is what you see right here. Well, as you see, it is not connected, and you're about to find out why. It's because we tried to get a little too much. Maybe we bit off more than we can chew. This is a 48 volt that we tried. Let me just tell you, it smelled like a lot of smoke. So we put that on there. I pressed the gas. It went extremely fast. I didn't ride it because I was like, well, I can't ride it. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens. Hudson got on and he gave it one press of the gas and it basically blew up. Well, it didn't actually blow up, but the engine's just went kaput. So they're no longer, the tractor's ruined, but it's kind of okay. This tractor was on the decline anyways. That's why we tried the 48 volt. But since now we have an extra tractor right here which has duals on the back, there's only one thing we can do now. Take the tires off, maybe take the seat, a few other things that maybe we can save, but we're gonna put those tires to use today. A lot of you have been asking how we get the duals. What do we do for the duals? The duals, the duals, the duals, the duals. We're doing it on both the kids' tractors, the red one, the green one. They're both gonna get the extra tires from that. We could put duals on both of these. Maybe put duals on the front. That might actually be kind of cool. So we might do duals on the front too, but there's a few ways you can do the duals we'll talk about in a second. But let's take all this inside the shop because it's a little cold today. I'm gonna stand by the fire and we're gonna get to work on, well, that one first, and then put the duals on those, and I'll kind of show you how we do it. So there's a few ways you can do the duals on this tractor. This is one of the duals. We ran 2 bolts through the side of the tractor and bolted it to the back of the other tire, kind of just sealing those 2 tires together. That is one way you can do it. I would say this is probably even the more difficult way and the less efficient way. So the way we're gonna do it is the way we did our last one, is I'm gonna get a nice little bolt, something like this, weld it to this spot. This is what attaches this tire in. Weld that here as like kind of like just an extension. Then once that's welded, just get the other tire, slide it through it, and then tighten it up. But for that route, obviously, uh-oh, that's falling. You're gonna need a welder. A lot of you don't have welders, so that's why last time I showed you how we did it, where we just drilled holes and did it that way. But I think the welding is easier, quicker, and probably more efficient, because you can kind of see on this one, I kind of messed up the bolt a little bit, so the tires are a little crooked, where if you weld it to this and you have it straight out, it's pretty simple. So we're gonna go the bolt route on the actual inside of the tire itself, weld it to that. I've done both routes between that and just sticking a bolt all the way through the tires. I think this one's easier and it's just faster, more efficient. It's just the better way. So we've got it welded onto here, as you see. Now we just slide the tire on. So this tire will just slide on here. Then you do the other side and you're finished. So there it is, duals on both tractors. As a reminder, the way we did it, I feel like is easier. Just running the bolt, weld it, you're done. You gotta make sure you tighten this quite a bit to squeeze those tires together. That way when you press the gas, both tires spin. Because if not, you might only get the inside spinning and not the outside, because this one is actually the only one connected to the motor. This one is just tightened against this one. See, you can actually see it. This one spins a little more than this one. That means I need to tighten this a little bit more. I just got it together, but I do need to tighten it. See, notice that? So once I tighten this though, it's probably pretty loose. Yeah, look, it's hand tight. Once I tighten that, it'll squeeze them together. That way they both spin at the exact same time. So we get asked a ton about how you do the duals. So there you go. That was 2 ways, the only 2 ways I've ever done the duals. How you get the extra tires, I don't know. Some people have told me that there's websites where you can buy them, things like that. We just have extra because we burn through a few tractors. I take the tires off, keep them, because I always know we're gonna end up using them. So as far as finding the tires themselves, if you have a better idea, maybe in the comments so other people can see it. I don't really know of how to get just the tires themselves. We just go through a lot of tractors. More building coming up next video, probably start on the mud mower stuff again, maybe. Let me know, bye.